Hello, I'm Sonali Pawar. In the previous video, we had seen what is the preprocessor directives and also what are the types of the preprocessor directives. In that, I told you about the file inclusion and also about the micro substitution. In this video, we will see what is the conditional compilation preprocessor directives. These are the directives which come under this category. First one is a hash if. It is used to check whether constant expression is true or false. Second one is a hash if df. It checks whether identifier is defined or not. Next one is a hash if and df. It works opposite to this hash if df. Next one is a hash else. Through this directive you are able to write the else part. Next one is a hash el ef. It work like you can say else if. And last one is a hash end if. It is used to end the scope of this hash if df and hash if and df. So through the program we will see how this works. First we will see hash if df. This is used to check whether this identifier is defined or not. So here I am checking whether this num identifier is defined or not. Right now I have defined this num, means hash define num and 23. So this is the identifier, and in the main I am checking whether it is defined or not. So output of this program will be num is defined. So let's check. You are able to see num is defined. This is the output of my program. Now suppose I just put this line into the comment and I have executed the program. Num is not defined because I have inserted the comment before this line. Now next we will see the working of hash and df. I will say that hash if and def. It works opposite to this hash if df. Here I am saying num. So here I am checking num is defined or not. If it is not defined, then it returns true. So here I am saying that if it is not defined, then define it. I will say that hash define num 45, and after that I will end the scope through the end if. Now here I just inserted this line into the comment. Still it will shows the num is defined because before this I have written this 3 statement hash and df num. If it is not defined, then define it. So here only I am defining this num, and afterwards I am checking whether this num is defined or not. So it will shows the output num is defined. I will just execute the program. You can see this is the output of my program. So this is the way how it works. After that, next we will see hash if, hash else and hash end if. Suppose I want to check whether this identifier is positive even or odd. That time what I will say that if hash if num mod 2 equal to 0, it means it is a 0, then print the even, otherwise print the odd. I will just execute the program and it printed the odd because I have assigned the 23 to the num. But suppose I have declared one variable here int, and suppose I want to use this a variable here. You are not able to use it. I will just compile the program. You are able to see this is the error. Constant expression required. So you cannot use the variables here. You have to use only identifiers with the hash if. So I will say that num. Now next thing is, suppose I want to use this hash if outside the main. So I will say that hash if num greater than 0, and through the hash end if I will end the scope, and within this I will write my code. You can write the code, but you cannot use the printf statement or any other statement. You cannot declare the variables. Suppose I said that hi, and let me compile the program. You are able to see this is the error. This error is at this line. So you cannot use this printf statement. So what code can you write here? I will say that hash define d34. What it means, if num is greater than 0, then define one more identifier b and set 34 value to this identifier B. So such a type of statement I can write outside the main, but if you are writing this if inside the main, then you are able to use this such a printf statement. You can declare the variable, means you can do other things also, but remember you cannot use a variable in hash if. Now next thing is how can I use ELEF. Suppose here I want to check if num is greater than 0, then I will say that positive number, and here I am saying that ELEF. When you are writing ELEF, you are able to write the condition num less than 0, means if check it is a greater than 0, then print the positive. If it is a false, then check num is less than 0, then here I will say that negative, and after that at the end, if both conditions are false, then I will say that else printf, means number is not greater than 0 and also not less than 0, then I will say that num is 0. And I put semicolon. I will just compile the program. This is the warning because I have declared the variable 8 but not used, so this is just a warning, and I will just execute the program. You can able to see the output is positive number. Suppose here I have written minus negative number. Suppose I just make it 0, num is 0. So this is the output of my program, and this is the way to use the hash if, hash ELEF, and hash endif, and also hash else. Now next we will see predefined macros. First I will show you the slide. So these are the predefined macros line which you can say display the current line of the source code. After that file, it is used to you can say print the file name or source code name of the source code file. After that date, it returns the current date, it returns the time, returns the current time. After that this stdc, it returns whether you are using the standard C or not. It returns 0 or 1. If you are using this standard C, that time it returns 1, otherwise it returns 0. So I will show you the program of it. This is the way to use the predefined macros. See, these are the already defined, so you do not have to define it using hash define. You have to just use it. So here I have written the 2 underscore signs, then I have written file, all are in the uppercase. After that again write down the 2 underscore signs. See, this file, you can say predefined macros used to display the name of the file. So I will say that file name will be string, so I will use this %s. After that, for the date also I have used %s, time also %s, and for the line number I am using the %d. So I will just compile the program, no errors, and I will just execute the program. You are able to see this is the output of my program. So this is all about the preprocessor directives. I hope you understand this concept, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching my video.